Okay, you can start with the presentation. Just tell me who will give at first. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who will give? Who will present? Okay, Manisha, you can start. Roll number is 2, I guess, no? Roll number 2. Okay, yeah, you can share your screen.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Morning, each and everyone. This is Manisha Kumar sent a presentation. The topic disease. So, is disease? Disease are no conditions that are associated with specific signs and symptoms. In a simple word, disease is an illness or characterized by specific signs or symptoms. The infectious disease can pass from person to person. Some are transmitted by insects or other animals, and you may get others by consuming contaminated food or water or being exposed to organisms in the environment. Symptoms: each disease has its own specific signs and symptoms. Generally, signs and symptoms common to a number in infectious disease is um, fever, muscles aches, coughing, fatigue. Fatigue is similar to tiredness. Deficiency disease. Deficiency disease occurs due to lack of nutrients over a long period. Deficiency disease are nutritional disease. These are caused due to nutritional deficiency, such as death of nutrients or no, that of minerals or vitamins in the diet. For example, anemia. And hereditary disease. Hereditary disease is often described as something that runs in the family. It is passed down from one or both parents to a child who may then pass it to his or her children, because hereditary disease are caused by genetic mutations. Physiological disease is a condition in which the organs in the body malfunctions causes illness, for example, asthma, diabetes, etc. Common disease in human: heart disease, cancer, diabetes, disease, disease cause of death. For this makes it difficult for blood to flow around the body and risk, increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. Person can protect the heart health by adopting a good diet, eating regular exercise. Cancer occurs when cells do die at the normal point in their life cycle. If a person's body cannot control the speed of these cells, they can interfere with essential life-sustaining systems and possibly to death. Diabetes is a condition wherein the body can no longer control body glucose, which leads to dangerously high levels of glucose. This is called hyperglycemia. Now, what is hyperglycemia? Hyperglycemia is that which can damage the body's tissues, including those in the nerves, blood vessels, and eyes. Um, malaria, malaria, a disease caused by a plasmodium parasite, are transmitted by the bite of infected mosquitoes. People who have malaria usually feel very sick, uh, with a high fever and shaking chills. And this disease is uncommon in temperate climates. Malaria is still common in tropical and subtropical countries. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Roll number 2. Okay. Next. Okay, before that, we have one more chapter, no? That reproduction chapter, no? But the thing is that I will explain that chapter, but can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So I will like explain that chapter, but one thing is that that chapter will not come in the exam because I have already set your question papers. Okay, I have already set your question papers, and that chapter I have not included any question from that chapter. Okay, that's why I'm not teaching it today. Okay, so just for your knowledge, I will explain the chapter in between while I take the presentation. Someday, if no one will present or like less students will present, that time I'll explain the chapter little by little. Okay, but that chapter mm, for this exam, this chapter will not come. Means you will have only 5 chapters. Okay, for your final exam, that chapter is not included. Okay, and you don't have to worry about the questions. It might come or not from that chapter. It will not come because I am the one who will set the question paper. All right. So no questions will come from that chapter. So you don't have to worry about that. But I will teach that chapter just for your own knowledge. Okay, I will teach that chapter, but I'm not hurrying it because you don't have to like go through notes, memorize it, and everything because it will not come in exam. Just for your knowledge, I'll teach it. But simultaneously this presentation should also go on because we don't know how much time we will have, so that all might finish because last semester only few of you have given the presentation. That's why. Okay. So the portions that will come in the exam, that is already being taught. Okay, so just go through all the 5 chapters that are being taught, and any doubts from any chapter you can ask. Okay, within the this period only. Means not today, like today also you can ask, or any other periods. Okay, you can ask for doubts, for any doubts from those 5 chapters you can ask. And also, if just prepare your presentation and try to give it early as possible. Okay, next. Who is there? Shilin something. Or you can give if you want. Whoever is there, you can present. Okay, who will give next?
And
Yes, you can share your screen. Whoever is ready to give next can share your screen.
Yes, ma'am. Celine is trying to.
Okay.
good morning, ma'am. Good morning, friends.
Morning.
The topic of my presentation is chemical coordination and endocrine glands.
Okay, just tell me your roll number and name first.
059 in
059.
Roman number, and my name is Eliza Tharamangar.
Okay, you can start.
Endocrine glands and hormones. Endocrine glands lacks ducts and are hence called ductless glands. Their secretion are called hormones. An organ that makes hormones that are released directly into the blood and travel to the tissue organs all over the body. Endocrine gland help control many body functions, including growth and development, metabolism, and fertility. And this is the figure of human endocrine system. The endocrine system is a messenger system comprising feedback loops for the hormones released by internal glands of an organism directly into the circulatory system, regulating distant target organs. In vertebrates, the hypothalamus is the neural control center for all the endocrine system. Pineal glands. It is located on the lower side of forebrain. Pineal secretes a hormone called metallothionein. Metallothionein plays a very important role in the regulation of 24 hours during a cycle. For example, it helps in maintaining the normal rhythms of sleep-wake cycle body temperature. In addition, metallothionein also influences metabolism, pigmentations, the menstrual cycle, as well as our defense stability. Pituitary glands. It is located in a bony cavity called cella and is attached its hypothalamus by a stalk. It is divided anatomically into an endophysics and a neurophysics, commonly known as anterior pituitary hormones, are growth from GH, protection, PRL, oxytocin. It controls the activity of the other hormone secreting glands, hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is a small region of the brain. It is located at the base of the brain, near the pituitary gland. While it's very small, the hypothalamus plays a circular role in many important functions, including releasing hormone, regulating body temperature. Thyroid glands. The thyroid gland is an endocrine gland in our neck. It makes two hormones that secreted into the blood: thyroxine T4 and thyroxine T3. These hormones are necessary for the cells in our body to work normally. Adrenal glands, a small gland that makes steroid hormone, adrenaline, and noradrenaline. The hormones has controlled heart rate, blood pressure, and other important body functions. Pancreas, a large gland behind the stomach which secretes digestive enzyme into the duodenum. Evented in the pancreas are the isolates of Langerhans, which secretes in the blood the hormone insulin and glucagon. Our pancreas also has our digestive system by hormones. These are chemical messengers that travels through our body. Testes, an organ which produce uh, spermatozoa, male reproductive cells. The testes are two organs that are found inside the scrotum. The testes are responsible for making sperm and are also involved in producing a hormone called testosterone. Ovary, a female reproductive organ in which ova or eggs are produced, present in human and other vertebrates as a pair. They secrete hormone. They protect the eggs of a female is born and they release eggs for possible fertilization. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Next.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, but this is a chemistry presentation.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Shilin Bopang, and my roll number is 12. This, and the topic which I'm going to do today is microscope. What is a microscope? As we all know that a microscope is an optical instrument used in laboratory for viewing very small objects that cannot be seen by a naked eye. For example, mineral samples, animal or plant cells, which are typically magnified for several hundred times. The word microscope comes from the Latin word microscopium, which is derived from the Greek words micros, meaning small, and scopium, meaning to look at. Uses of a microscope. The microscope is used in a variety of scientific fields for many different purposes, whether it be forensics or traditional medical science. The microscope is an indispensable instrument. The types of microscope. There are many different types of microscope. So I chose only 4 types of microscope. That is the stereo microscope, the digital microscope, pocket microscope, and the compound microscope. Compound microscope are used to view small samples that cannot be identified with the naked eye. These samples are typically placed on a slide under the microscope. Stereo microscope. A stereo microscope is a type of optical microscope that allows the user to see a three-dimensional view of a specimen. Digital microscope. Digital microscopes are used in a wide range of industries such as education, research, medicines, forensics, and industrial manufacturing. Pocket microscope. Pocket microscopes are used by children, students, and scientists so that they can examine objects outdoors and indoors in great detail. Some of these pocket microscopes are as small as an ink pen. Functions of a microscope. First, the purpose of a microscope is to magnify a small object or to magnify the fine details of a larger objects in order to examine minute specimens that cannot be seen by the naked eye. And we come to the last part of the microscope, that is the conclusion. The light microscope is a very powerful tool for understanding the structure and functions of tissues, and it is widely used in biomedical science courses as well as in research and diagnostic laboratories. Thank you.
Okay. Next. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else willing to present?
No, ma'am.
Okay, be prepared for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow also I have a class, I think, from 10. So be prepared for tomorrow. At
Yes,
least a
ma'am.
few, no? Okay. And it's not like don't give without preparation. You have to prepare it well, then present it. It will not take so much time, no? Okay, so present for tomorrow, and I told about the chapter that is left. So you don't have to worry about that chapter because that will not come in exam. Even though I will teach it, but then it will not come in the exam. So just go through all the 5 chapters that are being already taught, okay? And please come up with any doubts if you have, because only like 1 or 2 chapters was only done offline. Others was done like online, and for some of you, you have network issues and stuff like that, no? So I can understand if you have missed a portion or if you have not understood in a part. So just feel free to ask, okay, about anything, any doubts, or even if you are confused, like okay, I have not given you the marks for second sessional, no? In second session you have not done well, okay? No one has got full marks, I think. So you have not done well in second session. So you can ask me also the questions which are asked in second session and you are not sure about the answer. Okay, you can also ask me those questions which answers you are not sure of, because that might also come in, yeah, that might come in finals also, okay, those questions. So whatever that is asked in the sessional exam, that is important for final exam also, okay? Those are important questions. For first sessional and second sessional, the questions that have been asked in the Google form exam, no? So those questions, please, even if you don't know the answer, if you have missed the correct answer, so just go through books and try to get the correct answer. If you don't find it, just ask me, because that might come in final exams. Okay, and your second sessional exam was not good, and I know you might be using unfair means also, but then also some are getting like 5 out of 15, 5, 4, like that also some are getting. Okay, you're missing the correct answers. Okay, anyone, someone was trying to speak something. Please say if you have anything to say.
Ma'am, I am just asking that this semester exam will be online mode, right?
We are not sure yet, but I'm not sure. We will. Your mentor will inform you, but till now we are not sure. If this present situation, if it prevails, then obviously we'll have it online. But then, if the situation is somehow it becomes better, we'll have it on offline only. So don't just study for. Don't just keep it all piled up, thinking that it will be online. Okay, it might be offline also. So just study, not on like for long questions also be prepared, not only for MCQs, but because exam might not be online, so we are not sure about that, because we have time for your exams. No, we have time, so prepare. Don't just sit around thinking exam will be online and we'll look from the notes and we'll give the exam. That might not be the case. Okay, so okay, anyways, be prepared for tomorrow. Few of you at least. Okay, then. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.